Taryn, how excited are you right now?
I'm so excited right now.
What are we doing right now?
We are about to take off in this private plane.
It's a 5-point harness.
Just take it on the roll for your light. Everything all secure. We'll accelerate. Right, it's clear.
So how long have you been a pilot?
40 years. 40 years this year. You can. You can go that direction and have it end up with a degree with it, or you go through flight training, which can be done at the same time. The college I went to was for music conservatory, so I had that, but I didn't go to a formal aviation college. I went through flight training at several different Cessna centers, and so you start out with a private license, and when you have no time at all, you start out in little single engine. Cessnas or Pipers, typically, where you have one instructor and one other seat. So it's usually two seats. And that takes about 40 hours to get a private license to work through that. There's ground training that goes with it and days spent. If you fly, every hour you fly, you spend about 4 to 5 hours on the ground on books.
Is there any physical aspect of being a pilot? Like, do you have to go through any physical training to be a pilot?
No, there used to be in the early days, because so many fellows coming out of the military, they had their own military physicals that they had to pass. But civilian licenses never required anything other than once a year to go to a flight surgeon that basically does blood pressure, eyes. It has a list of things he has to go through to make sure you're physically fit, but there's no traditional, there's no real training for it.
Just seemed like it was something I could be interested in, though I knew nothing about flying. So I just went to two-year junior college with commercial aviation.
And what
Took all
kind of
those courses.
academic classes did you have to take?
Climatology, meteorology, all of those things for the private, like Ray was talking about. I did all those as a course for the junior college.
Okay. And what's your favorite part of flying? Or
Coming
think
home.
about it.
The fun, it is really enjoyable. It's yeah, there's a lot of freedom to it. There's a lot of rules. You know, what we do is very regimented and controlled. To just go out and get a small airplane, it's really a lot of fun. You bounce around a lot and things like that. So the freedom that flying gives you. Make a decision, and for me it was if I wanted an airline job, and I went to a couple of the interviews, what were the requirements? You had to have military time, you had to have a college 4-year degree. So I said, okay. The next day I went to the junior college and said I need to transfer to a program that allows me to go to now a 4-year college. And shortly after that I interviewed with the Air Force and chose the Navy and was accepted for the Navy Flight Program. So that's how my career started.
Have you flown like big commercial planes like
No.
Frontier?
No, I have no interest in that. Okay.
Why not?
I'm glad, so glad you asked me that. Because what we do, you saw, we towed the airplane in. We're in this, and I've always been part of a small organization flying these, just a sophisticated airline. This airplane has as much or more equipment than an airline does. But we are much more independent of that. I'm just like I know I would not be a good union guy. I would not be in the regimented organizational structure of an airline. I did okay with the military because it was Navy was small. But so you have to analyze what type of personality, who are you? Instead of just following one line, this is what I do for you. Okay, so that's why I chose that, because it allowed me to stay independent.
Alright, so going on the flight first before we went to the interviews really helped us because we understood what the pilots were talking about. Like when Art was saying he felt a sense of freedom when he was flying, we understood that feeling because we felt it too.
So we feel like the more research we did, we seem to have a better understanding of how pilots train, like how they were able to work with the different planes and stuff. And when Art said that he didn't have an interest in flying commercial planes, that kind of led us to believe that flying private planes was better.
The biggest problem that we had with this project would be starting it, I think. We didn't really know what direction we wanted to go with the project. We just know we wanted to do it on planes. And then once we actually started it, then it was a lot easier.